So it's Christmas, everybody. You know what that means?
I'm still
It
doing
means
something.
Yeah, we're not
Sorry
ready
about
yet,
that.
OJ. We're not ready yet. That's going in the blooper reel.
I'm still trying to get a hat on here.
The holdup is we're waiting to FG to put on a hat.
Because I'm apparently not, not allowed to be the only one without a hat.
Conform or die, that's the rule. It's that time of the year again. The holiday
Yeah,
season.
and by that time of year, it's middle of October because
they don't need to know that.
We should have watched A Nightmare Before Christmas.
yeah, last year we recorded it in the middle of October, and because last year we watched all 6 fucking Home Alone movies, and we're never doing that again. First 2 are fantastic. Third one's
wasn't
mid.
there
The
for this.
rest, the final 3 Home Alone movies can all fucking get a lump of coal for Christmas. All right, I do not want those in my stocking. Get them the fuck out of here. They suck.
Oh, is that so Avert? Remind me again, which one of us suggested the idea of marathoning all 6 Home Alone movies in a month? Which one of us was that again?
You know,
Did you do it in one sitting?
No, God, no, Jesus.
we would be dead. We would not live to tell that tale.
We barely survived it as is. Anyway, yeah, the holiday season is upon us, so we're watching some more holiday-themed movies, but we're not doing what we did last year, where we marathoned 6 movies in less than 30 days, because that was insane, and I don't ever want to do that again. I'd like to actually have something of a break this holiday season, so we're only doing 2 movies this year. One this month, and one next month. Last year, we waited to start releasing holiday commentaries until December, because I figured December was a safe bet for when people deemed it safe to start getting into the festive spirit. We're breaking that rule this time, and we're starting a month earlier because today marks the 20th anniversary of the Polar Express.
It came out in October?
When the video comes out.
Oh, never mind.
Catch up, it's okay.
Oh wow,
I'm
FG doesn't understand the concept of time travel. But to be fair though, by the time we're recording this, stores probably all have Christmas decorations
That is
out by
true.
now.
I'm sure if I went to Target right now, I'd probably find a Santa waiting for me at the door.
I can already buy freaking chocolate letters for Sinterklaas parties, and I can also buy Christmas-related things. So yeah, no, you're not wrong.
So, what's everyone's experience with the Polar Express?
I've watched it.
I haven't seen it. Nope, not seen the Polar Express. And this is one of the rare times in which Avert hasn't seen a movie that we're doing a commentary on. Usually I have, unless it's like a Disney live action remake, in which case my eyes need to stay like at least a couple yards away from them.
Just as unlogical or unexpected as Avert having not seen the movie in question, I have seen this movie multiple times, in fact, and I have the audiobook somewhere. I don't know where, but I won the audiobook with a prize question, an audio magazine. So, hooray for that audiobook. I love the Polar Express, except for Yellow Shirt Shitty Head, whose name I forgot, because I hate him. Great movie. I haven't seen it in a long while, but when I got the movie for the commentary, I scrolled through just to see if everything worked fine, and all the memories came flooding back. So, oh right, this happened, and this happened, and this happened, so that will probably happen again while we watch this.
Just so you know, OJ, I think the reason why you don't remember his name is because he doesn't actually have a name. None of the characters actually have names. They have names, but they're not.
They are nicknames, but I don't even know if they say the nickname at any point in the movie.
No, they don't. That's the thing. They don't ever actually do that.
So Polar Express as a Christmas movie, right? Yeah, then I haven't seen it. My Christmas experience starts and ends with the marathon of Home Alone movies that we did last year.
And what a wonderful way to introduce you to the magic of Christmas.
It's the most
Well, I mean, the first 2
wonderful
movies,
time.
the first 3 movies, yes.
And then
the other ones.
And then
And then the sequel trilogy came along, and it was the most shittiest time of the year.
But didn't you love the Harry Potter ripoff character, Avert? Wasn't he the best?
It's the most Harry Potter ripoff time of the year. But yeah, for real though, the fact that OJ has seen Polar Express and I haven't, that's like the exact polar opposite of what usually happens.
Ha!
I was going
And with that, it's time to start the commentary.
I was gonna bounce off of that, and then you had to throw a pun in there. You had to go ahead and ruin it.
Okay, Trevor, you need to understand, I am here for the express purpose of saying puns. Alright, let's start this.
Shut up. Anyway, I am really excited to watch this, because I remember loving watching the Polar Express when I was a kid, and I first read the book before I ever watched the movie. but it quickly became something that I would watch every year. I sang the When Christmas Comes to Town song during my holiday recital in middle school, and I just found it very, very sweet and also very exciting at the same time. And specifically the Ice Lake sequence I remembered watching again and again and again. However, I haven't seen it since I was in middle school. It's been over a decade at least, and I've been meaning to rewatch it every single year, but getting various reasons, partially sometimes involving Home Sweet Home Alone, life just kept getting in the way, so.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I hate it when I'm enjoying life, but then all of a sudden Home Sweet Home Alone gets in the way. Like, don't you all just hate when that happens?
And costs you to waste your Christmas Eve re-rendering it to get it through copyright again and again and again.
No better way to spend Christmas.
I wasn't here last year.
Yeah, you missed out all the fun stuff.
I did that consciously. That was a conscious decision. I think there's documentation of me saying no.
The documentation is you saying I have college, so no.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think that may have been partially an excuse to not watch Home Alone as well.
Yeah, Home Sweet Home Alone was like the Grinch that stole Trevor's Christmas last year.
So yeah, this will be a big moment of introspection for me to see if it's really as good as I remember, or if the internet sentiment that I've seen about it, about how a lot of people don't necessarily look back upon this movie with the fondest of feelings, whether the internet's right about this for once.
And I'm going in with a fresh set of eyes, so
It's interesting.
Yeah.
We're all probably going into this with about the same level of familiarity. Unlike the next one we're gonna watch next month, which I'm excited to show because I'm so familiar with it, and none of you are. But yeah. So we're ready to start.
You've mentioned it before to me, but we'll get to that later.
3, 2, 1, go.
I was almost unprepared for that start.
So, FG, you mentioned something before we started about eyes that you wanted to investigate as we watch this.
So this movie was filmed using mocap.
Yes.
Back when mocap was just like starting to get very, very popular. And this was the first movie that was filmed entirely in mocap. However, you might know that back then they didn't know how to mocap eyes correctly. They just didn't mocap the eyes. So the eyes look really weird in this film. At least that's what I've heard. And I am going to be looking for it.
well, time to have a staring contest with every character.
That's like the one thing, the one thing that I've seen get discussed about this movie online is that it's a lot of people find the animation to not have aged particularly well. I think it's a really creepy movie to watch. I don't remember thinking it was creepy, but I was also a child who doesn't have standards about anything.
I don't know if they changed anything either, because I have the 4K version that might be changed.
And I've enhanced it visually, but I don't think they would have done anything to make the animation any smoother.
We kind of talked over it, but I really like the introduction music of this movie.
Oh, I promise we didn't actually plan this, but the last two commentaries we've done were of films composed by Alan Silvestri.
Oh!
Yeah?
Everything is composed by Alan Silvestri, guys.
I need to turn down Discord so I can actually hear the movie better. I want the full experience.
For these commentaries, I usually just do Discord and Audacity on the computer. Then on my phone, I watch the movie with an earbud in. That's worked so far, so.
See, that's the smart thing to do.
Remember what happened last time you said things worked out for you?
Okay, now that they're talking, they look a bit more like Quantic Dream characters, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, but I mean, that's also all mocap, so...
Well, not as old as this. It'll be like 10 years of difference, but still.
I mean, when did this release again?
2004.
2004.
And when did Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy come out?
I don't think those are comparable. I was comparing to like the newer stuff, like 2010s.
So why was the kid outside while their other kid was inside?
One enjoys playing in the snow. The other one wanted to go to bed early because, as we see here, his faith in the holiday season and the festivities of it all have been dwindling.
Damn, another Santa Claus denier.
Santa Claus isn't real.
How dare you say such things?
Devoid of life.
That was a shot.
Where'd the flashlight go?
I think it was a nice shot of pulling inside the book itself.
He used to stay awake all night waiting for Santa.
Those days are just about over.
Why do the parents look so creepy?
I hate to point this out, but the dad's mouth wasn't actually moving when he was talking there.
He's gotta be asleep by now.
He used to stay awake all night waiting for Santa.
I should say though that honestly, I don't think this is like terrible. Considering that when it came out, I think it looks acceptable.
Yeah, but why did it look like the eye was about to roll back in his head?
Well, the eyes are certainly blinking.
They are
So,
blinking.
so
that's
far,
for sure.
so far, so good.
Honestly, the fidelity of his face actually looks kind of more impressive than some things released today.
Yeah, it looks better than the Until Dawn remake.
God damn it! Let's try not to name drop it like that.
I'm name dropping the Until Dawn remake.
The Until Dawn remake is terrible, by the way. Don't waste your money on it.
I'm excited for the sequel, Until Dusk.
I wish I could have seen this in a theater. And, like, really felt the immersion of the thunderous weight of the train arriving and the whole world shaking around you.
Marble. Also, that train drowned out everyone else when it showed up.
See, I have the audio balance so I can hear you both perfectly. Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
I'm working on it.
Now that's a good shot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look how
and
big
it's
it
amazing.
is.
Very, very striking reveal of the train and just the sheer scale of it. And also is like 1-to-1 what the cover of the book was.
What is this? A movie adaptation being faithful to the book? What a concept.
Well, the thing about that is that I think because the book is so limited in as far as it's from a story perspective, they definitely have to add a lot here.
It's definitely much easier to adapt picture books than it is to adapt, like, long chapter books.
All you have to do is make sure that every picture in the book is a frame in the movie.
The book was more so about conveying, because it was told in first person, it was about conveying the
Exactly.
experience of traveling to the North Pole on the train. This is injecting a story into that concept.
I mean, the book also had a story.
Yeah, but it was very plot light compared to conveying a visual sensory experience to the reader.
To the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express.
I remember all this dialogue like it was yesterday.
That looks like a Bethesda game.
Is it possible for a person to look too real?
Sounds to me like this is your crucial year. If I were you, I would think about climbing on board.
We know that this all works out in the end, but like imagine if this was real life and a train just rolled up to your house and said, "Jump on, kid, I'm gonna take you to see Santa."
Fuck yeah, I'm jumping on. Hell yeah, show me Santa.
To be fair though, it is Woody himself who's making the offer, so.
I mean, yeah, like, would he do it?
Would he do it seriously?
Welcome to Commentary of Avert, FG.
I was about to say, this is tame compared to Avert. It's his normal output of puns.
I know, right?
He's waving.
I love the music in this movie.
I mean, yeah, of course, you're dealing with the Mario movie composer here, guys.
He carried that movie so hard on his back.
Yeah, but he still couldn't get it out of the pit.
He tried so hard and got so far.
But in the end, it didn't even matter.
Thank you for. It's very, very awkward if no one finished that quote.
It's okay, I got you, Trevor.
So, we already kind of discussed this, but all of these characters have a nickname in the book because it's from a first-person perspective. But because we are in the movie and we don't have a first-person perspective, I don't think any of them have a name.
It's just these two on screen right now are literally just Hero Boy and Hero Girl.
Wow.
They're referred to. Okay, that face looks a little.
Why is it all
Yeah, I was
look? Why
about
do
to
all the
say.
kids
Yeah.
look kind of creepy?
Kinda? Oh, don't smile. Don't.
Main character, very well modeled. The other ones look a bit creepy.
Train, do you know what kind of train this is? Well, do ya?
He sounds exactly how I pictured him to sound.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're going to be counting down top 10 most punchable
The
faces.
subtitles have labeled this child kid number 1.
It's probably going to be in the credits. In the credits, it's going to be kid number 1, kid number 2, adult bird, you know the works.
In the subtitles, for me, he's referred to as know-it-all.
Wow, look at all those presents. I want all of them.
Who is this actor?
God.
Part of it might just
So
be because in the opening scene, it's just him, so they can put all their effort into making sure he looks as good as possible. Whereas now they have a lot more characters in the scene to work with.
Yeah, his eyes didn't seem to be moving.
They added more characters and suddenly all the polish just dropped off.
Okay, I'm sorry, but this conductor guy literally looks like he was just ripped right out of a Bethesda game.
What? Fuck.
Part of a balanced breakfast. It's snowing.
It's snowing paper.
It's snowing ticket pieces.
Look at that wise guy punched on my ticket. L.E. What the heck does that mean?
Oh my god, children!
We're heading for the other side of the tracks.
Stop with the close-ups, please.
I don't like kid number 1.
I don't think anyone does.
Kid number 1 is the worst character in all of fiction. Or yellow shirt shithead, whatever we're calling him.
They're all just kind of staring weirdly.
This is just gonna be one of those things I think that varies heavily from person to person. Some people will have already been like really, really off-put by how this looks. I'm sort of in the middle. I think some of it looks actually pretty good. Some of it, not so much. But with the context of it being like the first of its kind of this style of motion capture, I think it's fine overall. So far, anyway. Except for the like, whenever the girl smiles, I want to die.
I think it's mostly just like the main character that looks good.
Why do the children have access to the emergency brake?
Who in the blazes applied that emergency brake?
That is just Woody. That is just... He channeled his inner Woody there.
Okay, I think he's gonna die now, guys.
Emergency purposes only. And in case you weren't aware, tonight is Christmas Eve.
Is no one gonna explain to him that the kid was trying to get on the train?
He was just trying to stop the train so that kid could get on.
Finally, someone said it.
The lip syncing is
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest consistently meh part of it so far.
They look a bit funny.
Like every single shot here, I'm just picturing the fucking dialogue tree here.
The dialogue tree?
Yeah, I'm just picturing like he asks a question and you just see like the dialogue tree show up.
Hot chocolate time.
Let's go. I totally wouldn't be disgusted by it because I hate hot chocolate milk.
But frankly, if the waiters came out and served you a drink with this level of choreography, I don't know that I wouldn't matter. You would drink whatever they gave you.
Yeah, that's how everyone gets poisoned. They're like, fuck yeah, I'll drink their Kool-Aid. I'll just drink whatever's in here.
We got it. Hey, we got it. Say, we got it.
Okay, guys, come on now. Got like the homing attack on this.
Never, ever let it go.
So, like, all these dancers look really weird.
They almost look like the exact same model.
I think they are the exact same model.
They are. They must
Yeah,
be.
they're all clones.
Their faces aren't moving.
But man, the choreography is amazing.
The choreography is amazing. Their faces are not moving, though.
And that's why they're moving so much, so that you can't see their faces.
Yeah, the choreography is amazing, but also kind of they feel weightless to some extent.
Maybe a little bit, I can see that.
If this is all mocap, does that mean that this actually happened?
That doesn't look mocap.
I'm sure they had real tables and not just magic's air.
Well, yes.
No, actually, I think they did have an invisible table. They invented real magic for the use of this, for the making of this movie.
Safety regulations for a kid to cross moving cars without a grown-up.
Shut up, Kid One. We don't care.
Hey, I know that screenshot.
I also know that screenshot.
Actually, it's a violation of safety regulations.
Get any refreshment?
Well, let's take some to him by all means.
What is happening?
I think you're right, Avert. If you look at the main characters, they look pretty good. But just don't let your eyes wander to anyone else.
Do not avert your eyes.
Remain staring at Kid One, main girl or main boy, or the conductor. No one else. Don't look too long at anyone else. If you will, it'll break the illusion.
I also really like the physics on their clothes. And just in general, like a lot of the elements.
Like
of the
a
movie.
lot of this movie is impressive. It's whether or not if it ages well, and it's aging a bit.
A lot of the time, the discussion about this movie is very extremist in
That
one direction.
run doesn't look like he's going as fast as he should be. Yeah, it just looks slightly jank.
Yeah, just slightly. A lot of the discussion of this movie is oftentimes very, very heavily dramatized in one direction or the other. Either that it's flawless masterpiece or just utterly terrible, creepy nightmare fuel, and I wouldn't put it in the nightmare fuel category at all. It's
just aged very poorly.
very poor. I wouldn't say that it's aged very poorly.
Well, at least compared to mocap that you can do now. No, the ticket.
The wolves are gonna hop onto the train. Oh, look, a ticket.
The sequence of the ticket's journey home, I can't help but feel that one, it's mainly here just to show off a little bit.
They ran out of content.
And two, you guys remember that part of
Lion King 2019? I was just gonna say
I was about
that.
to mention as well.
I didn't watch that movie, so...
Especially now that a bird ate it.
And then spit it out.
Yeah, let's see.
And then it becomes a ball of shit, and then it starts rolling.
Well, I mean, it still becomes a ball.
Oh, look, it's...
Wait, and then okay, sure. I mean, it's a magic ticket.
What is
so,
this, fucking
sure.
tropical freeze?
It's a magic ticket and a magic train. And also there's a guy just chilling down
Oh,
there.
there's a guy under there?
Yup.
Of course.
Yup, there is.
Sure. Oh wow! Against magic is fine, but it still felt like filler.
It was not really necessary. I agree with that.
It's pretty much only there to just to flex some visuals. Also, I do like the detail though on the far left window. Someone drew a face on like most kids would do. That's nice attention to detail.
Drawing shit on frosted windows is the best form of art.
But the wind blew it out of my hand.
Yeah, that's another very jank shot.
You can have my ticket.
Not transferable.
That literally sounded like the
That was Woody.
literally sounded like the Woody bow right there. I'm just gonna have to chuck you out of the train. Yeet.
No, like literally though.
You know what's gonna happen now, don't you? He's gonna throw her off the train.
They're gonna chuck a child off a moving train. Yes, that's exactly what's going
Wait,
to
he's
happen.
literally
Kid
just
one.
gonna chuck her off a moving train.
I have to stop the train again!
No, please don't do that again.
It does make you want to scream just looking at how as it keeps getting pulled
That
further
was
and further into the
so
vent.
last minute, goddamn.
Don't lose it this
Here we go
time.
again. He's learned. He learned from his mistake the first time.
All right, don't let him yeet her off the train. Oh no, why is everyone eating? Everyone's eating this ticket.
So, okay, that is an unfortunate contrast. Any exterior shot so far has been gorgeous, like that one, for instance, but then they turned the camera around and they showed the humans again.
They both jumped out of the train.
It gives like early 2000s video game CGI cutscenes.
Well,
kind of.
It kind of does, actually.
Fair enough. It is indeed. You know, they usually don't have this high of budget.
Actually, good point. What is the budget for this movie? Let me check.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what was the budget for this
To
movie?
IMDb!
$165 million.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was high.
This kid's in the middle of a QuickTime event here.
Don't interrupt him. He's got to make the QuickTime events.
It actually does kind of look like it could be a QuickTime event in like a...
Isn't there a video game based on this movie?
Yeah, it's literally. Is it a Telltale game? Is it a Telltale game?
The game looks hideous. I've seen footage of that that thing. It looked...
Wait, is there a Polar Express game?
Make a game that looks exactly like this, just with the QuickTime events and dialogue trees.
No train is complete unless it has someone stowing away underneath and on top of it.
Like, hello, sir?
I hop aboard this rattler anytime I feels like it.
This is the quietest moving train on snow that I've ever heard.
Are they usually very loud?
Hey, would you like some Joe? Hot refreshment, perfect for a cold winter's night.
I wouldn't drink that. I only drink beverages if they're served to me by a bunch of guys doing backflips.
I only take the most extravagant of drinks.
Presentation matters.
I told you it was Santa Claus. Okay, now it's a horror movie now.
Ah, that's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
What?
What?
I don't get it.
Exactly, you don't get it right now, but you will.
Seeing is believing.
Is he gonna jump off the train?
You wish.
You wish?
He's just gonna start flying. He pulls out his sleigh.
We're going to the North Pole, aren't we?
You're really doubting that? You're on a magic train, kid.
This is all just a dream?
You said it, kid.
Let's go find that girl.
If she hasn't already been thrown off the freaking train by now. How long did that conversation take in real life? Oopsie daisy, you didn't do the QuickTime events. You didn't do the quick routes instead of the safe routes. You weren't in time. Now she's thrown off the train.
You made the wrong decision.
Yeah, you made the wrong decision. Now the Christmas miracle never happened.
You got the bad ending.
When the camera's pulled away, like it really does look gorgeous.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Kid, you definitely ain't asleep.
Wake up, kid!
Hey, the train conductor's back. No, it's just the creepy guy.
I am curious, what made you say it was the train conductor?
It's the voice actor.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, every
the
character is
same
voiced by
one.
Tom Hanks in this movie.
Is Tom Hanks the only adult voice actor?
Yes,
Yeah, he voiced
actually.
every character.
He literally did though. Pretty much every single character, every non-child character, except for the main character, who is also Tom Hanks. And I guess the mother as well.
What?
The mother is not Tom Hanks. But yes, every other character.
Oh God.
If Tom Hanks were a real voice actor, he could voice the mother too.
One more exception being the waiters. All the waiters, the chefs, those are all different people. But as far as like actual characters, this hobo guy is also Tom Hanks. The boy is also Tom Hanks.
It's always been Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks was busy.
Yeah, I can't wait. I like to see like the movie poster for this is just gonna be starring Tom Hanks, Tom Hanks, Tom Hanks, and Tom
No,
Hanks.
it's literally just his name on the poster. That's it. It's just him.
Yeah, just like several times. No, it's just several times. Just like copy and paste it. Yeah, we're gonna get to the credits starring Tom Hanks as boy number 1, Tom Hanks as boy number 2, Tom Hanks as boy number 3, Tom Hanks as boy number 4.
Okay, like this is cool, but also kind of feels like bullshit. I don't know. I'm not a physics expert.
You don't know bullshit.
It's a magic train. Don't apply science to the magic train.
I don't know if you need to be
they're on top of it.
physics expert.
The things they're using aren't magical. Just the train is.
We'll assume this is a magic conductor man too. Woo! Woo!
That was a jump scare.
He turned into snow.
Oh, dang. Oh no, he ate the camera.
The child ate the camera.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Jumps right into the camera.
Did the movie poster just say Tom Hanks? I need to look this up now. Oh, there she is.
You're driving a train? They put me in charge.
Yeah, I mean, putting the little kid in charge of the
You're
train
like, he's just fine.
Nothing can go wrong.
is certainly a choice. It is certainly a choice. Oh, I forgot about the engineers. The engineers are also, someone else. Michael Jeter, I think, plays the voice of the steamer.
Let's see. The movie poster does just say Tom Hanks, The Polar Express.
I mean, do you think I was lying?
I mean, Josh Hutcherson is in this movie.
Yes, starring Tom Hanks as the train. Choo choo.
Do you guys know who Josh Hutcherson is? I hope you do.
Yes.
Oh my god. The setup.
Josh Hutcherson is the voice of the hero boy.
Yeah, he was the child when he was a child, and then he went and almost died several times.
He wants to stop the train.
They really put a pair of children in charge of the train.
No, he said this was the break. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Caribou! There can be no Christmas without the Polar Express arriving on time.
The hell? Anyway, that character looked way less uncanny than the other characters, and I'm willing to bet because they didn't feel mocapped. Though, speaking of things that don't look good, those don't look good.
Yeah.
I can confirm Caribou don't look good in real life either.
They look like they're from 2 console generations prior.
I'll tell you what's great.
Oh yeah, this scene. Torture for this guy.
This poor man.
It's like Dory speaking whale.
Whoo!
Except a lot sillier somehow.
Please stop!
It was that easy.
Yeah, he just said move out of the way and Caribou's.
I should also call out that was the second time that they did the whole...
Are you sure?
They got a bit, and they're gonna stick to it.
It's time, Trevor.
It is indeed time.
Only we know what that means.
Where we're going, we don't need to slow down.
We don't need brakes.
There are no brakes!
Oh
Not there.
no! We are standing totally exposed.
Tying the kids.
I think that's your fault for staying out here.
They could have just gone back.
He tied the kids on.
You're gonna notice that they really love to do this sort of roller coaster thing. Second time we've had a scene like
this
this.
is the Polar Express, the
Plot
roller
twist,
coaster.
it isn't actually a train, it's a roller coaster.
Who designed this as a track? What the fuck?
Maybe next time we invest in a polar private jet. How about that?
Polar flight.
Ugh.
This is when things really start going nuts.
Oh wow. Oh dear god.
I wonder how kid number one's doing in the back.
Yeah, all the kids are like bouncing around there.
I forgot that. I forgot that.
How the fuck?
I forgot
Okay.
that the pin was what kickstarted this whole thing.
Damn, the pin just destroyed the whole planet here.
Did that also happen in the book? Because I don't think... I don't remember
none
that.
of this.
No. These set pieces are clearly just added because it's a movie.
They were added into the movie because the book doesn't have enough material to constitute
Really?
a 90-minute runtime. Yes, really.
So they decided to add some action.
Fuck it, why not?
And now we do a little bit of skating.
Ice skating with a train, baby!
Yeah, so, the kids might be, like, severely injured. Not these ones. So
The ones in the back?
Yeah, were there seatbelts? I didn't check. I don't know if they were.
Oh, fucking
No, they were
I
not.
don't think most... I'm pretty sure most trains don't have seatbelts.
Most trains don't, but this
You
train
go,
also
you look
didn't.
inside the train, just everyone's dead.
All the children died. The end.
That also doesn't look that great.
I don't know. I think the actual effects of the ice were pretty good.
No, they're definitely impressive. I just... Oh.
Where we're going, we don't need tracks.
Or physics.
Look at that.
The parts of the movie that only include the main characters look really good. It's when they add extras in that it starts looking weird.
Yeah, where we're going, we don't need alive children.
How the fuck?
I just find this very funny.
Trucks! Get ahead!
I mean, look, it was awesome to watch as a kid, and it's still kind of fun as an adult. But holy shit, man.
So far, this movie just seems to be like, he has an excuse to have all these weird action set pieces, which is fine, but like not really my thing.
Yeah, this movie is Goofy Train, the movie.
Trains.
I think in this case, the whole motion capture, like making people realistic, only kind of detracts from the experience.
It detracts?
Shut the fuck up, oh my god.
You're just mad that it took you too long to get the joke.
Also, did his shoe like come off from that?
Yes, the shoe came off. He caught both the shoe. He caught the shoe. He's struggling to grab the ticket. Okay, wow. Holy shit,
the kids have to be like just ping-ponging along the walls. Surely by now one of them would have like broken through one of the windows.
Yeah, they're all dead, like the end. And even if the kids are alive, they've all shat themselves.
Did someone say they found the ticket? Well, in that case, tickets, please.
Not the time.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they are safe. Well, okay, they're safe. I don't know about the rest of them.
That's a problem for someone else.
L.E. Hey, just like that know-it-all.
Wait, where does this continue?
Oh, you mean where does the track go off the mountain?
We're on Spiral Mountain now. It just goes to the moon. It's just like rockets off.
Oh, okay, no, I did not think it was a bridge. They really hit it with the camera there.
The guy actually kind of looks like Tom Hanks now that I'm thinking about it.
Sometimes, the most real things in the world are the things we can't see.
What the fuck?
So, earlier when Avert was talking about horror movies.
Five Nights at Freddy's time? It's where all the dead children go.
I love how, like, there's been no concern whatsoever for any of the other kids. They're just, they're fine.
Yeah, so they totally don't all have fractured skulls. They're not a bunch of bones everywhere.
It's a magic train, so magic train.
It's a magic train, so I'm sure they had magic protective bubbles or something.
Oh no! Why'd you stay, kid? I don't like this anymore. I don't like this movie anymore.
FG, it's okay. There's totally not going to be any spiders coming up here.
This scared the absolute shit out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm just built different, I suppose.
Given I unironically cried while watching A Christmas Carol, was it a Tim Burton film?
How are you all alive? Just pretending as if nothing happened?
You missed it. We rode down some really sharp hills, and then we were on what looked like a frozen lake.
Hey, you missed it. We all just turned into spaghetti. Our brains are mush and our bones are everywhere. We hit the ceiling 15 times. I have a concussion and we're all dead. We're actually ghosts.
I hate this child.
Where are you going? Like, how do you survive that? What?
I'm wishing on a star and trying to believe. Yes, that Santa's busy, 'cause he's never come around. I think of him when Christmas comes to town.
Dang, Santa went to go get some milk and never came back. He got the cookies though.
Putting up the Christmas tree with friends who come around. It's so much fun when Christmas comes to town.
I don't remember this song actually.
Really?
How many times have you seen this movie, OJ?
At least 4 times, and I somehow forgot this song was here.
This is like my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, no, I can imagine why.
Trevor's gonna kill you, OJ.
And all the dreams of children, once lost, will all be found. That's all I want when Christmas comes to town.
It's like one of the warmest feeling songs I've ever heard. I love it.
It's so good. No, it came back to memory, but like the fact that I forgot about it in the first place is just weird. I just was like, why did I forget it was here?
Hey, OJ, just letting you know, if you forget it again, Trevor's about to turn your bones into one of those little puppets.
I mentioned earlier that I performed that song in choir in 6th grade for our winter recital. The school wanted us to just do standard songs like Jingle Bells and Holly Jolly Christmas and all those songs. But our teacher was awesome and she fought for us to have a much more much more diverse playlist of music, and she fought for us for there to actually be some semblance of choreography for when we were singing. And like we were all just so inspired by her. She was one of the best teachers that I ever had in my life. And then she left the next year and was replaced by a gargoyle who just hated children. But because of the lengths of the 6th grade teacher went to for us to get us to sing this song, I was the one who ended up fighting tooth and nails for the school to let us sing it again the following year.
That's so relatable, though. Having, like, the one teacher you actually like be the only one that has to leave and then get replaced by some shit teacher.
There was a little bit of catharsis, though, because by 8th grade, they had hired too many teachers for the amount of classrooms they had. So the new music teacher got downgraded to a mobile classroom, where she just had to pull a wagon of her instruments around with her from room to room all day. She didn't actually have.
Yeah, have fun with your wagon here.
Which, I mean, it's funny, but like that, just there's something very wrong with your school system.
Is he
that
crying
is the point.
because they lived?
Yeah, education system be like.
He's crying because they're on time. They made it. He's a very particular man. Everything needs to be on track.
Yeah, especially considering, you know, that the track really froze over and they almost like derailed the fucking train.
Yeah, no, not almost.
I mean, they did
derail the fucking train.
They did.
We all know that the real reason why he's crying is because he was replaced by Buzz Lightyear.
Oh my god, that would be amazing if they got to the North Pole and Santa was Tim Allen because of the Santa Claus movies. That would be
Tim Allen as... Well, in that case, then his name would have been on the poster, too.
No, I mean, I know he's not, because guess what? Santa Claus is also voiced by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Is it time for the shenanigans?
All these great shots of like showing the scale.
So yeah, to answer your question, OJ, yes, it is time for shenanigans.
Oh god, they're gonna go do that.
Alright, wacky hijinks.
What?
It's shenanigans time.
Wacky hijinks time.
This magic train seems to be very hastily made.
This is about to be some Final Destination shit.
You have no fucking idea.
You have no idea, guys. You have no idea what you're in for.
OJ, how does it feel to be on the side of the team that actually knows what we're about to witness?
Oh, it's so fun to finally know
I
everything.
only vaguely remember that this there's still like an hour left in this movie, so something must go wrong.
Yeah, you guys are conducting this train. I'm just in the caboose here.
Christmas Eve, don't stay here by yourself.
We'll go together.
Well, they are going together somewhere.
We're going somewhere.
How did that even happen?
Yeah, how did this happen?
Because he stepped on the thing that detached the train cars.
But how did the train start moving?
You're gonna be okay. Baby, no!
What?
No.
What?
We're
Okay.
going
They
on an
really like
adventure!
their roller coaster
This
sequences.
is our third roller coaster sequence in the movie, by the way.
There are no breaks. There's the payoff for the Mario movie reference that I made. Let's go.
Oh, bye, Magic Man. So what weird hole are they gonna end up down now? We're gonna crash!
Did they like teleport, or were they looking for what?
They both ran towards the middle of the train. He ran from the back to the front, and they ran from the front to the back, and they met in the middle, and then they crashed.
The way that was edited felt kind of disorienting.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
There should have been like at least 2 more shots in between that.
I will say we're poking fun at this because it's a little silly, but I do like that they've depicted the Polar Express as this very industrial landscape. It's not really a whimsical or magical place. There's lots of machinery everywhere with all the train tracks and everything, speakers up above playing all the Christmas songs out. And the reason why is because as far as the boy's concerned, he views this all as just being a big facade. Like he doesn't believe in the magic of Christmas. So it fits that that's the way the Polar Express is presented to the audience. And it's kind of unsettling seeing them explore this town that's just devoid of any signs of life, except for that one eerie Christmas track that was coming over the speakers when they first entered this area. It shouldn't be creepy to listen to, because it's all classic Christmas songs that I'm sure we've heard 1,000 times over, but they are kind of creepy when they come through the speakers. They're distorted slightly, which I think is pretty emblematic of what the boy's, what's going through his head in this film, that his perception of Christmas is distorted, and he doesn't feel the same sense of wonder that he used to when experiencing this holiday. Like this part especially, they're running through a town, there should be noises, there should be signs of life here, but there aren't, because everyone's back at the center around the big Christmas tree. So it's just this really unsettling feeling that just permeates this whole section. and like the record player that's broken and it keeps looping that one part of the song. It's eerie. It's really eerie.
Why is this secretly a horror film?
I like that everything seems built on skill.
Are you sure? Absolutely.
That's the third time they've done the whole art. That's like Aladdin.
Sure, do you trust me?
What?
Do you trust me?
Are you sure?
They did that kind of a thing with the boy and the girl, except it's "Are you sure?" Like they keep teeing it up as if it's gonna lead to some bigger payoff or reveal, but it doesn't really go anywhere. It just feels strange. So like this especially, it's not a magical process of making toys and sending them out. It's very, very industrialized. Drill sergeant checking all the kids around the world.
When we're this close to liftoff, what are they thinking down there? What's the routing?
Going to the States.
No, that's creepy. now that's a creepy thought.
We got a troublemaker now. Just what we need.
It's kind of like Monsters Inc., but for Santa.
Surely there'll be like a million of these alarms going off around the whole world.
All the time.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
It's just a real child.
Put him on a check twice list for next year.
I like that they put him on a check twice list for next year.
Make sure you double check this child.
Making a list, he's checking it twice.
Wait, that implies that he doesn't always check it twice. Completely retconning Christmas lore. This movie sucks.
That Santa actually has favorites, that he's biased in some capacity.
Yeah, that he only checks twice on some kids, but other times only checks once. Completely retconning his entire character arc.
Would that not explain how some kids are able to get more presents in spite of how horrible they act in life?
Nah, some presents just fell from the fucking sleigh, you know? Life's unfair like that.
Hey, so speaking of roller coasters, guess what? We're doing it again!
Yeah!
This movie has like 2 modes, and one of them is roller coaster.
This is their
Whee!
favorite bit. They're like, here's out. What if they went on another roller coaster ride?
No.
Again, you have the beginning to look a lot like Christmas echoing in the distance somewhere very far away. Okay, that looks kind of funny.
It really looks like Christmas now, doesn't it?
They're just dancing there.
Okay, now it's really like Monsters, Inc.
They're so lost.
All this because he stepped on the thing by accident.
A present.
For who?
There's someone named Billy.
My name is Billy.
A name! That's our first
Let's
name.
go, the only character with a name is Billy.
There he goes.
No!
That was funny.
Guess what? Are you ready for another one?
It's roller coaster time, except now they're not in the
Here
train.
we go again!
Are you guys? Oh, yeah!
I feel like the presents would just fall. Either fall or just not go, because, you know, square box.
Hey, Gugonic, it's a reference to that yellow slide that we went on once.
No, this one works.
It's very, very transparently just, let's put as much awesome action spectacle in as possible.
We ran out of book.
So, that's a couple kids' presents you probably destroyed.
Wait, stop. But
Exercise patience, child.
Hey, at least it's not kid number 1 / yellow shirt shithead.
Oh, they're in the sack.
Oh, you can just hear that Mario movie composing talent coming through.
For a split second, I thought they were going down there. It was just like another disguised roller coaster.
Into the chimney you go.
This movie definitely has some pacing issues as far as like the amount of time spent in the North Pole that doesn't really relate to the actually getting to see Santa. All the spectacle of just running around doing random shenanigans.
How much of this movie was dedicated to just roller coasters?
Probably too much.
I mean, I like roller coasters as much as the next guy, but like,
Give me your other hand.
Let go of the box.
someone ordered a snake for Christmas.
Look.
How the
What?
Is that kid too? Is that the annoying kid?
There he is.
Not the yellow shirt shithead.
How the hell did he get here? Do you see all the shit they had to go through to get to this point?
He got inside the whole thing and like swam up. I don't know. That sounds funny in my head. You know, it's literally impossible. Like, so it is him being here at all.
It's still 5-2. I think we're gonna make it. Of course we will. It's been 5-2 for the last hour.
It has not been an hour.
If you check the time code, it's been 1 hour and 4 minutes. That might be the most accurate time call made by a character in a movie that we've watched.
Oh, okay. Oh no, it's gonna rip.
Oh, well, that's gonna kill
How
people.
did they fuck that up so bad?
Well, no, you're not getting there that fast.
No. See, the elves are magic. They have the power of
Yeah, magic
Santa
elves.
magic on their side.
Yeah, they have the power of teleporting the star up while the camera is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
looking at
the
it.
power of editing.
Magic elves. Magic
If only
elves.
that happened with, if only that happened during Toradora.
Yeah, their competence levels seem to fluctuate a lot.
I was just following them.
Sure you were.
Yeah, how did he get there? Like, what the fuck?
He did it. He just did it. He simply
Because
did
they're
it.
all here. Like, no way he stole away on the train and then...
No, he would have to have beat them there because he was below them in the stack of presents. He just teleported. That's as simple as there's no possible way.
Teleported there. There's no physical way for this child to have beat them there.
Cutting it kind of close, aren't we?
I'll take care of this. Trust me.
Would you trust
Okay.
him?
I don't sound creepy at all.
The contrast
Trust me,
between
he
how this
says.
kid on the left looks on the guy on the right is like, if you look from far away, it actually looks like the left is live action and the right's just like PS2 gameplay.
Look at all those little NPCs in the background. Let's not look at them too hard, right?
Oh my god. Did they finish rendering them? I don't think they did. This is too many models to load. Let's just turn, like, shading
I
off.
don't think it is finished rendering.
Okay, AI generation's coming in here.
This movie looks better than literally everything I've ever seen that's AI generated.
True.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. That's for
Which
sure.
isn't hard. Like, oh my god, those, like, they look...
They
we've
did not-
gone from PS2
Oh my God.
CGI to
They were-
PS1 CGI.
Oh, damn, dude. N64 mode coming soon.
What is happening with the arms?
Well,
They're not
no,
actually
because
holding the rope.
The N64 couldn't, like, didn't have enough space.
You guys do
Yeah,
realize
that's-
they're not actually holding that rope, right? Their hands are just around it.
They do look like they're holding it weirdly.
It was kind of dangling from their wrists.
As you noticed, we can't hear the bell because the protagonist guy cannot, so it's kind of smart. I like that.
What I like is that this is the most realistic part of the movie, where a crowd can't harmonize for shit.
It's like, welcome.
As someone who was in school Christmas concerts, I can confirm.
I love that there aren't even subtitles for this scene. They're like, well, no one can understand anything.
I would rather listen to the creepy speaker music.
It's him.
Tom Hanks.
It's Tom Hanks again.
Yeah, I can't wait to look at the credits and find out that it's literally just Tom Hanks singing it over and over.
Tom Hanks as Santa Claus. Look at all these limbs.
Tom Hanks salutes himself.
Good job, me.
And a smart thing that you might notice is like everyone can see him except for protagonist guy because he just can't get a good view. But that's also kind of the point of him not believing in Santa. He can see it, and so he doesn't believe it.
Until this moment when, like, the sound just drains from the world. They slowly muffle the music. It gets more echoey because they're moving away from this outer perspective and you're going deeper into his headspace. You can even hear a little bit of a heartbeat sound effect that synchronizes you with that tension that the boy feels himself when you're inside his POV. Even in this incredibly bustling crowd, the most important thing we care about is the sound of this one specific bell. So all the noise is gone from the mix. So that this of him shaking it and just hearing the has maximum impact, especially after how slow and echoey the music was right beforehand because of how scared he was that he didn't believe anymore. And then only after that is when Santa comes into the shot.
It's Tom Hanks Santa Claus. It is Tom Hanks, right?
Yes.
It is.
When in doubt, Tom Hanks is always the answer.
When in doubt, it's probably Tom Hanks.
He better not pout, I'm telling you why.
Tom Hanks
is coming to
ruining the moment.
I really wish it was just a like, live action Tom Hanks green screen in here.
Tom Hanks in a Santa suit.
Pick me, pick me. I want the first gift. I want the first gift.
Fuck off. I hate you.
Look at all those other children who are not getting any speaking lines.
They have a hard enough time lip syncing the main characters.
Also, it might have been for the best that you were thrown out of that train.
We could do with a few less kids on the Polar Express next year.
Yeah, next year maybe the kids should die when the train gets derailed and then starts
Next
fleeing
year,
all
what
over
if
the
the
place.
children-
And then also starts like getting shaken up like some fucking bingo balls.
Did you not get my hint when I shattered the ice lake in two? I was trying to send you a message.
I was trying to tell you to drop some kids off.
Let's have this young fellow right here.
What would you like for Christmas? Yes, indeed.
The first gift of Christmas!
This bell is a wonderful symbol of the spirit of Christmas. Just remember, the true spirit of Christmas lies in your heart. Merry Christmas.
Better keep that in a safe place.
I love the little watch he has. It just the color-coded time code.
This movie really is. It's really. Oh, look at that whip. It's rainbow.
Let's go!
You had another thought there, FG, before you got distracted by the rainbow whip?
I was going to say this movie is really pretty as long as you look at none of the extra spaces.
Yeah, if you squint your eyes and look far away, it looks like
Yeah, it's
real
really
life.
pretty if you don't look at 90% of people's faces.
Don't stare too long. It might come alive and eat you.
Honestly, I'm way more impressed than I thought it was going to be with the animation.
Yeah, I'm definitely impressed, despite all, like, you know, the problems I'll point out. I still think it hasn't aged that well. It's still very impressive.
Yeah, for Christmas this year, I'm gonna ask for a rainbow whip.
See, like, that scene with Santa was so good. It was so well made, the way the sound reacted to the environment, how they used the score and the sound effects to pull you into
glittery sound.
To pull you into his head. It was such a really strong way to finish out the movie and give the character a really, really compelling moment of introspection to conclude his arc. And then you have everything else that happens in the North Pole that is just
Roller coaster 1,
filler.
2, and 3! Oh, what the fuck?
Big band celebration concert. Why not?
Is the train been fixed?
I thought we were ending this movie.
Yeah, we still gotta get back.
Yeah, it's say ending, and I look at the time code and see 20 minutes. Are the credits like 15?
Yeah, 20-minute long credits instead of just Tom Hanks.
No, we still need to get home, right?
Yeah, we gotta
It
go
does
back.
not take them 20 minutes to get home,
Yeah, you
right?
need to wake up still. Wake up, damn it. Wake up, boy number 2. Wake up.
I've read the book as well. I don't remember it taking it this long to get back.
Well, that's because the book is like it's a 15-page picture book.
Yeah, we gotta go back in time to the first Christmas and get the naughty list off the menu.
Lean. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Lean is spelled with 4 letters. I believed I punch 5.
Hey, are you saying I don't know how to... Oh, it says learn. My mistake.
Lesson learned.
Oh my god.
It does kind of make me wonder how the selection process works, for, like, who gets to go on the train. Because the girl already, like, fully believed in the magic of Santa.
I think that she is here specifically to ensure everybody, and that kind of proves it, because like she needs to lead everyone to the good destination. Like that's her role. And
It's not lead, it's
like
led.
main character guy clearly doesn't believe at the point in time. And obviously yellow shirt shithead needs to learn to be less of a shithead. I don't think he succeeded in that, but it's...
It says...
Nope. It's nothing I need to know.
Nothing I need to know.
I mean, it works. He doesn't have to prove that he believes to anyone else. That is something that he needs to prove to himself.
He also needs to remember which pocket has a hole in it.
Oh, well.
The bell from Santa's sleigh.
We'll find it.
Yeah, we'll help you. All of us.
I don't think you have time to get off this train.
They are on a tight schedule.
It is really funny that in all the extra stuff that they put into this movie, they never took the time to have the characters introduce themselves to each other.
Nope.
Gee, that's really too bad. Really.
The way this kid talks, wow, that's really too bad. Really?
Well, he sounded more genuine than he ever did in the entire movie, so there's
Yeah,
that.
I guess we're supposed to believe he learned something. I don't know.
He learned the lead.
He
and
literally just
believed.
learned by getting told off by Santa. Great. I don't call that a character arc. I call that a character moment. Well, I guess he learned to be less of a prick and less self-centered. I think that's the point of his arc, except...
Well, that's what they want you to think he learned, but, like, did he?
Yeah, exactly.
No, like, the only reason he learned anything, he just got told off by Santa, and then he was like, oh, maybe I should actually do that, and then he did it.
Compelling arc.
Santa said I should be a better person, so I will be. I'm sorry for being annoying for the entire fucking film.
Bro lives in a gingerbread house.
You didn't have a Christmas tree before.
Isn't that amazing?
His his mouth wasn't moving again.
Yeah, I also noticed that.
It didn't work. It didn't animate. Too bad.
You can kind of get away with the dad not moving earlier because he was in the background of the shot, but the kid was the focus of that one. It's really bittersweet because, like, they obviously can't exchange phone numbers or addresses or anything because then they'd have to explain to their parents how they met these other kids.
Mommy, I need to go back on your magical Christmas train.
Mommy, between the hours of 11:55 p.m. and 12 a.m. last night, I met many other children. Just somehow, miraculously. We all know each other. Okay, but like how though? Magic train?
I got on the magic train.
Yeah, just come in, you know, and then we can explain about how we went on 5,000 different roller coasters.
One thing about trains. It doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on.
Can I have a tracking device for Christmas?
For these specific people.
Merry Christmas!
The mom comes down. Who are you shouting to?
Hey, he lived!
Who's that strange man?
How is he still alive? How did he not die while hitting a freaking tunnel with his head?
And, obviously, you know, yeah, it's like a spirit or something.
He's made out of snow.
He's made out of ghostness.
Ghostness?
Ghostness.
You know, ghostness. Sans.
Matt Pad. Ooh. Wait, don't you mean the character from the FNAF movie?
Shut the fuck up.
That's the only Ness I know.
See, it's funny because, of course, the voice of the hero boy is actually Josh Hutcherson.
Tom Hanks. It's all Tom Hanks.
Let's only talk about the Hunger Games instead.
Good idea.
Yeah, this little kid grew up and had to go fight in the Hunger Games.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Santa's been here! Santa's been here!
And of course, now that he's back home, he can hear the clock ticking again because he's been pulled out of that little pocket of time. Like, time essentially froze while he was...
Dang, bro lost his marbles. The parents are like, where the fuck did all these presents come from?
See, that's a glaring oversight in a lot of Christmas movies is, like, if the parents don't actually believe in Santa Claus, then where do they think all the presents are coming from every year?
Yeah, they're just like, wait, we didn't buy shit. What? Wait, hold on now. They checked the Ring doorbell.
Unless Santa is also tricking parents, like erasing their memories or planting false memories of purchases or falsifying financial reports.
Oh my god, just thinking about Santa Claus erasing memories and falsifying financial reports. It's just sending me. Ho, 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 time to falsify some evidence.
Oh, what a beautiful bell. Who's it from? Santa. Santa?
How strange, because we of course don't believe in Santa, so like where the fuck did this come from?
Also, where did the letter come from that lies right there? Who wrote it?
It's from Santa.
Come on, kids. We don't want to be late.
The sister's like, our parents are crazy, aren't they?
At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all who truly believe.
Sweet ending.
It's a really sweet movie. Like, I mean, for as much fun as we can poke at, like, the train sliding across the fucking lake, it was...
Oh my gosh.
I really do like that. It's a very, very sweet movie.
Yeah, it like, movie overall, I felt very weird towards. Probably give it like a 6.
I'd also probably give this a 6. I think it was
I'd
give it all over the place
probably
for me.
A 6 as well.
And we're all giving this a 6. Trevor's gonna be like, oh, well, I was gonna give it a 7, but now I feel like giving it a 6.
Peer pressure.
Give it a 6, Trevor. Come on.
I don't...
It's a 6! We can't just have a 6 for 6, Trevor. Not on Christmas. We're all just like, yeah, this shit's a 6. Trevor's like, okay, hear me out, guys. This is one of the best films I've ever seen in my life.
The first thing I want to call it is the atmosphere. Any exterior shot of the snowy mountains or the North Pole were all gorgeous. And any shot that showed the design of the train and the scale compared to the world around it. I like a lot of the quiet moments of characters to just kind of sit and reflect, soak in the world around them. And of course, a big... There you can go.
No, you go.
No, by all means.
No, finish talking. I demand you finish speaking.
No surprises here, but a big part of what makes the atmosphere work is the fact that Alan Silvestri's score is just exceptional. Like, it doesn't matter what the project is, he will pull out all the stops. And I think it works especially well because the score itself is very uplifting, very Oh, there's Tom Hanks again and again
Oh my
and
God.
again
Tom Hanks. Leslie Zemensky. Tom Hanks.
and again.
Oh, there is the Tom Hanks. Yay, there's the
And
Tom
again.
Hanks. Tom Hanks again. There's
Raiders,
Deja
here's
Vu.
a hobo.
And
There's
again.
Deja Vu.
Michael Jeter played 2 people. Tom Hanks.
There's
is 3.
Deja Vu.
There were 6 elves
Wait,
for
hold on.
the hundreds that we saw
Wait,
there.
it said the voice. Oh, okay. Additional child performers. So the voice was someone else, but Josh Hutcherson was an additional child performer for the Hero Boy. So he was like partial credit, I guess.
He was sort of like the animatronic version of him.
Shut up! Anyway, so Alan Silvestri.
Shut up.
The music itself was like the actual instrumental score was very uplifting, but a lot of the other stuff we heard, like a lot of the sound effects and a lot of the in-universe music coming out of the megaphones and of other record players and stuff like that, was meant to unsettle you, whereas the score was designed to do the opposite. Like the first, that main Leia motif that we hear again and again and again, which are also the first few notes from the beginning of the Believe song during the credits. A lot of the sound that we heard in the North Pole existed solely to make you uncomfortable, in the same way that the boy is uncomfortable with his crippling journey of belief and discovery in this new situation. Because a lot of this movie basically exists to synchronize your mindset with his and get you into his headspace. But then they bring in that music, Alan Silvestri's score, to remind you that the magic is still there, buried beneath everything else, the same discovery he has. And that comes to a head in that final scene at the North Pole. Because the boy had already learned at this point that the North Pole is a very heavily industrialized operation. Like it's not the magical, idyllic world where Santa makes toys all day long that he probably imagined as a kid. He's seen the machinations behind everything. He's seen them pull back the curtain and the realistic, business-like manner in which this all gets done. So he doesn't actually have a reason to believe in the magic anymore. But what's important about that moment is that he chooses. So he doesn't just start believing. He makes the choice that he wants to believe, in spite of not having any tangible reasons to do so. And that's a fantastic epiphany for his character. The idea that the magic of the holiday season, if you will, is something that's introspective. It's not determined by any external factors and what you perceive in the world around you. Which is why, as he grows up and he becomes an adult, he's still able to believe, even though all his friends have moved on, because they don't see what he sees. They don't have that same internal spark that motivates him to keep living this sort of magical dream. Whereas everyone else is just so weighed down by the reality of what's around them. He hasn't lost that spark, that childlike wonder of the holiday spirit.
Couldn't have put it better myself. I love the theme of this movie and the overall setting. Even if I don't really see all the facial problems, and with C is I know that those problems are there, but I can't see them because I miss them every time. But I love just the entire message of the movie is that you have to believing isn't necessarily that you have to see everything. You have to believe. You have to make the conscious choice to believe it. It's great. I love it.
On the subject of animation, though, I don't know about you guys. My final verdict would be it's a mixed bag. Some shots work better than others. Some characters look better than others.
Yes, I'll definitely agree with that.
I personally am not it's a little weird in some instances, but I'm not disturbed. A lot of people find this movie to be very creepy to watch, and I can't blame someone for feeling creeped out watching this, but I don't, and that's gonna come down to every individual person. I'm not one of the people who is off-put by this movie. However, is there a case to be made that the sometimes unsettling animation is actually in service of communicating how the hero boy feels unnerved by this magical adventure and his internal crisis of faith? Is that something that actually benefits the vibe that they're trying to convey in the movie, rather than being a detriment?
Not to me. The only time I felt more like it was detracting from what I should be feeling at the moment. Mostly that song, which I don't remember the name of, but it was a really good song, but for most of that I was just that the girl's face looks weird and it's distracting.
Yeah, I think for the most part it was more detracting than because when something is done intentionally, then it's you can tell it's very well done, but you can tell that this wasn't the intended effect that they were going for when things like didn't capture correctly.
I will say though that the whole thing about the eyes, don't agree with that. The eyes seemed perfectly fine.
Yeah, the eyes seemed fine, but it does seem like with the extras' faces, at least, if it wasn't a main character, they did not do any mocap on the extras' face. They were like, no, too much effort. We only need the main characters. Money. Don't look at them too long. When they're not going to be on screen long enough for them to notice. But if you like just catch it out of the corner of your eye, you can just kind of go, that person is just staring into my soul. What the fuck?
And then the ice. So I do love the training, the sliding train set piece. Like, I can't deny. Ridiculous as it is, I do absolutely love watching that. I can't help but feel that a lot of those, like, that's just a small symptom of a larger problem, which is that a lot of the bumps in the road that everyone encounters along the adventure are kind of there just to create a superficial aspect of feeling of excitement. Like, they really love doing the roller coaster stuff again and again and again. Even if it's not a literal roller coaster, like skiing down the top of the train, which is
you still get the feeling of being in a roller coaster.
Yes.
They wanted that vibe.
And I mentioned this earlier, I think it just boils down to the book didn't have any of this stuff, and the book is really mainly about conveying, like, it does have a story of get on train, go to location, meet Santa and all that, but it's very, very plot light. It's mainly focused on the atmosphere, because it is a picture book first and foremost, of conveying that journey of traveling to the North Pole, whereas this has a lot more story beats of the ticket flying through the wilderness, and then the caribou in the middle of the tracks, and the ice thing, and climbing on top of the train, and skiing down, and getting lost in the North Pole on the wacky shenanigan side quest thing. So
yeah, but a lot of them feel like just filler.
That's what I mean, is like, the North Pole, the second half of the North Pole scene is genuinely great. I love everything that happens after they get out of the sack and they actually go meet Santa. That scene is like the pinnacle of this movie. But everything that happens between them arriving at the North Pole and that is like, do we really need all of these things? It's like the idea.
I like the world building aspect of it. In fact, I'd say that I like that part of the movie more than I like, well, the stuff that happens on the titular Polar Express. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Now, there is one other question that gets floated around. Was it all a dream?
I don't think it was a dream.
They flirt with the concept of it being a dream when his robe rips for a second time. He's like, what? But my robe was already ripped. How could it have ripped again if it already ripped once? But the bell and the note is there to, I think, pretty explicitly confirm otherwise.
It kind of reads like if you believe it was real, then it was real.
That, I think, is the idea behind this, because so we memed a lot about how Tom Hanks plays multiple characters in this movie. But I do actually think that there is purpose behind that, because if you really look at all the characters he plays the dad, he plays Santa, he plays the conductor, he plays the hobo, and he plays the boy himself. And all those characters have their own counterparts. So, like, the dad at the beginning has the Santa hat in his back pocket, and he kind of dresses with a similar color palette to what Santa would traditionally dress up as. And they both are trying to convey a sense of Christmas joy. The dad's doing it for his kids, whereas Santa's doing it for everyone around the world. But the dad doesn't actually believe in all of this stuff, which is why he can't hear the bell at the end, whereas obviously Santa can, because he is Santa. And then the conductor and hobo are both people who ride on that train all the time, and they are also there to look out for the boy, where the hobo catches him with the skis on the back, and then the genius conductor has him at the front of the train, but does still keep him safe at the front of the train. But one believes in this vision of getting everyone to the North Pole, the other one is laughing at the mere prospect of anyone actually meeting Santa. Oh, also, they both offer hot drinks. But the idea is that they're all different parts of the boy's mind. They all present conflicting beliefs on this idea of Santa Claus and the North Pole, and they're challenging him on what he truly believes in. That's why they have Tom Hanks play the boy, and then all these different personality branches, if you will, of him. And I think FG's right on the money. That is the idea, that the boy is presented with multiple conflicting perspectives on what's really happening to him, in the same way that the audience is presented with evidence pointing to both conclusions of whether it's a dream or whether it's really happening. And you are challenged to decide what it is that you really believe in.
The only question is, did the top stop spinning or not?
Shut up.
Really? Inception.
I mean, Inception is a phenomenal movie, but it's for similar reasons. It's a thing where it's like it doesn't matter whether it stops spinning or not, because what matters is that he's happy with watch Inception. It's really good. It's like
I have seen Inception. It is
but,
very good.
But other than that, though, the top stopped fucking spinning. It stopped spinning. I have no idea what to say to all you Santa Claus deniers out there. He's real. I don't know what to tell you. You know, he just comes right through your chimney, even if your chimney is as big as like a pipe.
I don't have a chimney. I live in an apartment.
Yeah, if you don't have a chimney, he comes through your window.
I have a chimney at home, but not in my dorm, I think. I have a... British houses are weird.
Hey, I didn't have a chimney either.
Maybe dorms are weird.
I didn't have a... yes, dorms are weird. That's a whole other topic of conversation, though. The state of dorms. But that, you know, we'll leave it there for now. That was The Polar Express. I was very happy to watch that. I came out of that appreciating it a lot more, because I really wasn't sure going into this whether I would come away thinking, oh, this didn't age well, or really liking it. And I guess it's a little bit of both. There's the actual story... The
story aged fantastically. Animation, probably not. But the story is so sweet. I love it.
I'm very glad that we watched it to celebrate 20 years of The Polar Express.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my laundry.
and I will also go get something to eat. But first, I'll say thank you all for watching our commentary. Yes, I did. I think I did mention earlier that I want. They're going to be a month apart, because this is November. This will be the 20th anniversary, and then we'll do the other one in December when it's closer to Christmas. Because that one is the embodiment of the true holiday spirit. That is a true.
Oh, you guys won't know what the true holiday spirit is until next month. Oh.
I can't wait. You have no idea how excited I am to show you guys that movie. It's so. Thank you all so much for watching our Polar Express commentary. Hopefully you enjoyed reminiscing on this movie as much as we did. And any other closing thoughts before I sign off?
If you watched it all the way through the end, comment chuk chuk.
Vert, he's stealing your job.
Yeah. If you made it this far, comment choo choo like OJ said. We need all the choo choos we can get here.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. We hope to catch you all soon for whatever it is you decide to watch next.
Goodbye.